I'm gonna say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. A salutation to you, sincere I can put in this truth across the four winds. This truth across the four winds. This sit down, this is like a testimonial. This one's not gonna be that long. This morning, well, I'm gonna give paint the whole picture about the situation. I have 6 children. I have custody of 3 of them, and they're in my custody, and my 3 that I have, and they're just around the truth. When they're in the house, if I'm looking at videos, they just know Apostle Gabayel Tahar, different brothers, just because they around, and if I have it playing, they just see it. And they come ask questions, and I give them answers according to the scriptures, and I give them what they need to know. I give them that they don't eat pork no matter where they are. They don't eat shrimp when they're with their families. If their families buy them a birthday present or a Christmas present, they don't have to reject it. Don't go trying to teach what I teach them to other family members. I let my son speak plainly what this society calls curse words. One of my sons is 12, the other one's 11. But I let them talk like they're amongst men when they're around me, and I tell them to don't talk like that around their family when they're at school or whatnot. And I teach them the scriptures. I teach them about the mark of the beast. I teach them my daughter that she's not gonna have a boyfriend. That I'm gonna give her to one of my brothers. Lord willing, I'm in the elect. I'll pick her husband. This truth. How you supposed to raise your children? How we wasn't raised. They're fortunate to grow up under sound doctrine. Lord willing, I'm of the elect. But on this one, though, I teach my children, like, if we ever get separated and when shit hit the fan, to call on Yahweh Shema Shai and have faith, and don't take the chip unto death. And I hamper that on them. I tell them never take the radio frequency identification chip. It's going to be a microchip. And if something happens where we separated and you got to go with your grandmother or your mama and you're not with me, and they try to give you that chip, you fight and you don't take it. And if you have to die, just die. So I tell them that all the time. So this morning, my daughter got up and, like, she ran. She was like, her spirit, I could just tell it was aroused. It's like she wasn't like herself, because she's like not a morning person. She's drowsy. I got to scream and tell her to get the fuck up. Got to threaten to whip her ass in the morning. She just a slow poke. But this morning when she got up, she was just full of energy. And she ran to me and she was like, Daddy, I had a dream. I was like, what you talking? And she was just adamant and into it. Like her spirit was roused. Like the spirit Yahweh Shema Shah was on her ass. Because I know my daughter. She, especially in the morning, she just a drowsy, slow fucking poke. All right? So she was just full of energy. She was like, Daddy, I had a dream. And you was in it. And my brothers was in it. I say, well, who was in it? She was like, me, Hezekiah, and Ezra. All right? And she said, you was in it. I say, your other siblings weren't in it? The other 3 is the ones I don't have. She was like, no, they wasn't in it. So she said we was at Momo house, and it had white men, and they was about to kill us. They was trying to make us take the chip, and we wouldn't take the chip, and they was about to kill us. And I say, I was there, and she said, yeah. And she said they was gonna kill me first. And I said, they was gonna kill you first? And she was like, yeah. They was trying to kill me first. And I said, what I was doing? She said, you was just sitting there and you was gonna let them kill me. I say, I ain't trying to stop them. You was like, no, because they asked you to take the chip and you say you wasn't taking it. And you were just sitting there and they was about to kill me. And I was like, well, why they didn't kill you? She said, because Yahweh Shai came and he had a sword and he looked real scary. He said he looked so scary, I pissed on myself and I bust out laughing. I was like, what? She said, yeah, I was scared of him. She said he was real mad and he had a sword and he came and saved her. She said, but I was scared of him. She said, when I saw him, I peed on myself. And I was like, what? Yeah, she said, I peed on myself for real. She said, I was scared of him. And she say, and he came with a sword to kill him, and he gave you a sword. I say, he gave me a sword? And she was like, yeah, when he came, and she say, Daddy, y'all looked just like each other. You know, I have a full beard and a big fro. And I was trying to test her to see if she was going to be on point with the scriptures, because I never went over on Revelation 1:13 how he looked. So I say his hair was like mine, because I have a hair full of dark hair. So I know I never went over the scriptures with how his hair looked, but she probably seen the pictures and stuff. But she was like, no, Daddy, his hair was gray, but y'all look just like each other. His beard was big, just like yours. And I was like, what I did with the sword? She say, he just gave you the sword, and he looked at my brother Hezekiah and told you that he liked it, Hezekiah. And she said the dream was over. I was like, damn, you know, and sometimes, you know, dreams be weird, but I was like, damn, you know, it was a prophetic dream. You know, she was like, they tried to make us get the chip. And she said, when they was trying to put the chip on her about to kill her, she was like, Daddy, you weren't even trying to stop him from killing me, because I already put him in it. That's what I tell them, man. If they try to get us the chip, they probably going to have guns over us. And so you just tell them that they're going to kill you before they get the chip. I just didn't push that in my kid's mind consistently. And she said, that's how the dream was, you know. And she said, our great king, she said, when he came, he looked real scary. And we know when he comes, he's going to be in a war, like he's going to be all about war. That's the spirit he's going to be in. He's coming to kill, to massacre. All right. And it was just a faith builder for me. You know, I'm a prisoner of hope. All right. And I was like, she said he gave me a sword, you know. So I was like, Lord willing, baby, that, you know, that built up your daddy's faith. But we got to go through this, you know. Your dream is prophetic. And I told her I was going to do a sit down on it. But she said, our great king, she say, the way he looked, it was just terrible. She said he looked scary. She didn't say that he was handsome. You know, she didn't say he was tall, dark. She said he looked scary. She said when he came, she was scared of him. The way he looked, she said he just had like a ferocious look on his face. And I was like, I asked, I say, was I scared of him? She say, no, you and him, you wasn't scared of him. And he just looked at you and gave you a sword. And then he just told you that he liked it. My Hezekiah is my oldest son. And he just told you that he liked it, Hezekiah. And she said the dream was over, you know. And my son Hezekiah, he just turned 12, and I just started letting him come on the highways and byways with me, you know. And it was just a beautiful dream where she depicted, and she was just, her spirit, like my daughter's spirit, like in the morning, she is not a fucking morning person. She is, I have to whoop her sometimes. She goes so low, like, cause she'll be late for school, and I'll be woke up at an early time, and she'll still be dragging ass and still almost miss the bus. Or it's time she's missed the bus, you know. And when she woke up, she was just full of fire, full of life, and just couldn't wait to come tell me that dream. And I'm gonna go into a few precepts that go hand in hand with what her dream was about. This is Joel 2 and 28. And it reads, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. All right. And when they say all flesh, it's literally all flesh, because you got heathens that are going to have dreams, prophetic dreams, and going to put them up. You're going to have Elamites. All, when he say all flesh, that means literally all flesh. Even Balaam, a fucking Moabite, prophesied. So, and when you turn on the internet and go on YouTube, you see heathens telling prophetic dreams that they have that synchronize with the scriptures. That goes hand in hand with the scriptures. All right. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. All right. And that's my daughter, you know, and she had a prophetic dream, man. And when you look around the body, you see other brothers that their wives having dreams, you know, their sons, their daughters having dreams, or somebody they told them they had a dream. You look at the wacky ass dildo head Christians. They have dreams that go hand in hand with the scriptures. Okay? And your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days, I will pour out my spirit. And that's what our Heavenly Father's doing, man. You could just feel in like I'll be talking to 2/3. Like, and they'll just, they could just feel it like, man, shit about to get bad. Shit about to get real bad. And they don't even be rocking according to the scriptures. They don't care about Yahweh Shem Shah, but it's just the aroma that's in the air in these last days is getting thick. You could feel it. That shit is about to just go bad, you know? All of these prophecies is about to go be fulfilled, and Jacob's trouble is about to get ushered in. All right? And I'm about to go to the precept where she said the spirit that she saw on our great king Yahushua. This is Jeremiah 4:7. All right, and it reads, the lion has come up from his thicket, and a lion is a devourer. A lion is majestic but yet ferocious. When a lion gets amongst you, man, a lion is terrible to look upon, man. All right? And the Most High likened our great king, and that's the spirit he's going to come in as a conquering lion, a ferocious lion, man. That's what a lion is known for, man. All right? And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. So he's coming back with so much power and majesty, man. You see these weapons that this devil got. He got to have so much power. He has to be ferocious when he come back. Man, you got motherfuckers with SKSs, rocket launchers, missiles, nuclear missile arsenals. And our great king is coming to subdue all of them. Laser beams. Esau got all type of futuristic weapons, man. And our great king coming to subdue them. And and that look on his face, you know he's coming back for revenge. They mocked him. They beat him to a pulp. They stuck a spear in his ear while he was on the cross dying. They were talking shit to him, spitting on him. Okay? He's coming back in the spirit of a conquering lion, a roaring lion for revenge, man. He is going for out his plate to make the land desolate. He's coming back to kill, make war. He's coming back to subdue, conquer, and save. All three. He's coming back to kill and save. Okay? And the city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. And that's the spirit that my daughter saw on him. She saw his countenance, the spirit that he's going to be in when he come back to the planet, man. And I'm dark skinned. If you go scroll up in my videos, you can see how I look. I'm dark skinned. She say we look like each other, but I know my great king. He's probably about 12 feet, 14 feet tall. And it was just probably something in the spirit. Like when we get our glorified bodies, man, we're going to all have beards. We're going to all have froze, you know, and that splendor. Lord willing, hey, I'll be in that number. Lord willing, my brothers be in my number. My not just me. My brothers that's on the battlefield with me, man, watching the left flank and the right flank. All of us, you know. Lord willing, man, we in that righteous number and we hold fast, man. But it wasn't just a dream for her. It just like boosted up my morale, man. Because I got personal shit going on in my life, you know, and I be, right now, all these prophecies would keep you uplifted, you know. You see all these prophecies coming to pass, and that's what keeps your spirit up. But this world, man, it just drags you down, and you have to keep going to that river of living water and getting fed and being connected. Talk to brothers and shit, man. And it keeps you strong in this bitch, man. Because if it ain't for Yahweh Shema Shai, his word in the brotherhood, man, brother, you'll perish in this bitch. You'll be in the bitch like these fucking dildo heads, man. And when she gave me that dream, I was like, man, and I saw her spirit. You know, because sometimes I be like, man, they being a character, but I know my daughter, she was serious. She was serious, and she kept talking about it. Like, she wouldn't stop talking about it. She would not stop talking about it. She say he was terrible to look upon. She say he was scared. She say she was scared of him, so scared of our great king that she pissed. You know, I didn't want to laugh in her face, but she say he was that scared, and she say he looked straight at her. Because he say right when they was about to kill her, that's what she said. She said right when they was about to kill her, that's when he came. She say that's when he came. He came and saved her because she say the Edomites, they was about to kill her first. She said it was me, my 2 sons, and her. And she said they was about to kill her first. And she say Yahushua came, and when he came, he started killing some of them. And then she say he gave me a sword. She say he looked at me, gave me a sword, and then told me that he liked it. My older, he was like, he told me, oh, I like your son. And she said he pointed to my eldest son, Hezekiah, Kazaki, the proper way to pronounce it. You know, so man, we're at the end, man. The people are having dreams day in and day out. These prophecies, Esau even see he had but a short time. He see it, he feel it. That's why he coming down on it. That's why those corporate bankers are using their demonization campaign against us, man. All right, our salvation is now, man. There's no time to be buckling, getting weak. Whatever vice you got to get rid of it now. Now is the time that our Heavenly Father, he's really answering prayers, man. If you got weaknesses, you know he's answering it, man. You know he's answering it. You got illness and sicknesses. His strength is made perfect in our weakness, man. You got to pray and take advantage of it because the doors of salvation are closing. The ark is about to close. So now is the time to be fasting, praying, lamenting, trimming your lights, your lamps, Salakia. All right? Staying connected with the brotherhood. Sinning less, offending less. I had to fall back as of late. I've been dealing with women too much. I've been falling back on that, man. I did be dealing with a bitch 3-4 days out the way. I done fell back on that, man. I cut it down. 1 day a week, I get my rocks off. You know, not telling my business, but yet just to try to be more locked into this truth, man. You know, I used to play the video games with my sons too fucking much. I've been falling back on all that, man. You know, just being locked in, man. And that's how everybody have to be, man. Yeah, now is the time, man. Now is the fucking time. So with that, Lord willing, is was edifying to those that hear. I'm gonna give infinite honors to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, from middle to home down. And salutation to you, Sisiaki, my favorite fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, pushing this truth on the front lines, week in and week out, day in and day out. Shit, fuck. This is a war. This is daily war. Kwam Yasharala, Abba Abba.